I can't show it off just because of how like poor my audio balancing skills are. How new I am to audio balancing. Uh but I didn't know that the main menu theme gets as funky as it does if you let it sit there for an extended period of time. Like apparently that gets like really good, and I was not aware of it. Eh, do I care enough to have that? Wow. Uh, that is actually a really good bit. Level 24. Uh, Forewarning, I do not believe that the belts go off of their level. They go off of their tier. Never mind. I am full of crap, apparently. Oh, that has good lightning resist on it too. Well, not good lightning resist, but it's... I lose 14 points. It's not that big of a deal to gain... What is it? Yeah, quite a bit of defense. And I'll keep this one just for the sake of it. Actually, no, that only goes up by 10. Well, my mana, yeah. Ooh, arm is killing me. As I waste 10 minutes before I go into, the area we need to go, or I need to go into. Not we need to go to, what am I talking about? Me. I'm doing everything. It's me. It's all about me. No, no, no. Actually, yes, 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 but hey, some people are watching this stuff, so I would. Oh, that even gives me more money. Jeez. My weapons are interesting. Same chance, but I lose 1 point of defense. What a worthwhile investment that would be. I think I'm at my apex. I think I'm pretty good on gear until the end of the game. I might find something or like one or two things differently. Uh, I should also point out the quest we have now. I believe it's worthless. There's no point in doing it. It's not like that's the main path to the main path to the main path. This is just something random. But, I've done the rest of them, so I may as well. Oh, yeah. Man, why is it, Huh. Huh. Game's lagging a bit. See if that fixes it. Just close something down really quick. OBS is telling me I'm not lagging. Like the preview seems to be looking fine. But I don't know. Fight everything. Yeah, desktop audio says it's going. Mic audio says it's going. Yeah, I think everything's going. Recording's going. Huh. Love when things work, huh? I don't know what the deal with these things are. They're weird. The defilers or whatever they're called. These things breathe fire? Oh no, it's my companion that used lightning. Hmm. Well, I mean, it's not like Diablo 2 is all that intriguing to watch, so I can, if it skips a little bit, if it skips during this recording, I'll catch it at the beginning of the next one and attempt to fix it. But you're not really losing much. Yeah, not really losing a ton if this one's messing up. But sucks if it is. But provided the audio doesn't mess up, if the visuals are, I can at least provide an interesting-ish story. And this is one of the few stories I have that's not a rant. Oh, I need to actually ask the question. Does that count as a buff? Like, can I have... Wrong buff. Can I have poison and speed? Yeah, I can. Okay. This is one of the few things I have to say that's not in, not a rant. Which is nice. Or different, rather. Uh-oh. I did something. Oh. Why is that... Why are those actively... whatever. Apparently the windows I have for, the other games that I was testing to see if I could record, their windows are active. Okay, maybe those windows being there are causing this. Because they're actively rendered, or actively loaded, but I have them set to not. Yeah. It's only when I kill one of those defiler things near a bunch of enemies, so we'll see. Not going to full clear this area, mainly because there's another, like, 2. Oh. The nudity bats are back. So here's the story. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna actually see if I can fix that. Well, I found what the problem is. Uh, it's stupid. Oh, what just happened here? I think her frost ring activated. Yeah, I found what the problem is. It's stupid. It's Steam is open and it's doing something with its like app damage launcher thing. But because I don't have internet to access the servers, it's just stuck open, trying to run indefinitely, messing everything up. So once this is done, I'll go run off to the nearby Tim Hortons and hope I can connect. Because there's actually, you know what? This leads into my story real nicely because it gives some context as to why they were in the Tim Hortons. I've mentioned quite a few times that I've been oh, this is the final floor, by the way. That I've gone to Tim Hortons a bunch. I love their stuff. They've got a good product. Their food is great. Like, they have a good product. Oh, because this is the final floor. Always, always, always. Pretty much how this floor works is the central area you come out of, and then there's 4 branches. The boss is at the end of one of these branches. I believe he's always up at the top, but don't quote me on that. But my town, there's not a lot in my town. We have like a college, or sorry, we have like a university and college and a hospital, but not much in this town is of note. Like we have where, oh, there is. We get a lot of passer-through traffic, which is basically people coming through to go to, is that, yeah, to go to other parts in the province. I believe the boss here counts as a, he acts like one of the, slave drivers, so he dies, apparently. My guy. He acts like a slave driver. So, anyway, no. So we get a bunch of passer-through traffic. Basically people from out of town just they're passing through either, you know, to get to other towns or to, you know, go to the campus or stuff like that. Like 50% of the people I see on a day-to-day basis are not, over 50% I'd like to say, are not citizens. So there's no chance I'll ever see these people again. Which is good for the most part when you hear about this guy. Oh yeah, he's a necromancer. You have no idea the power you face. So he's got corpse explosion. I think it's a necromancer and a druid. But we get a lot of passer-through traffic. which is kind of annoying, because we get weird people. It's either we get weird people or we don't get people who don't care about the city or its people. They're just here on vacation. Who cares about the, citizens? So we get a lot of people like that. I don't precisely think I care for this guy. But there's the Tim Hortons I go to. There's two that I go to. I don't drive. So there's two that I can go to which are good enough to walk to. There's one that's close it suffices in case I need just a coffee. Okay, where are you? Nithalok? Nithalok? I don't know how you say his name. There's one that's 20 minutes away from me, which is, good enough in case I just want a coffee. Oh. And then there's one that has, but their Wi-Fi is always hit or miss as to whether or not it works. I'm gonna take your ice and beat you with an inch of your life with it. Like, you need to stop trying to freeze me, buddy. Come on. Fine. Go around and punch him in the back. Yikes. Don't know if there's a golden chest. I doubt it. But we get, as I said, we get a lot of battles with the traffic. A lot of people who tend to just not care for our city or the people in it. I mean, whatever, not going to complain about them. I don't get to see them. I don't see them too often anyway, so it's not the end of the world. That's actually pretty good. But the two Tim Hortons is, there's one nearby. The internet's hit or miss, 50-50, but it's 20 minutes away. It's a quick walk and then I'm there. Well, oh,
You have stopped Neelathok, but he didn't have the relic. He must have already given it to Baal. Now Baal will not be tested when he reaches Ariat's summit. Damn Neelathok. I do thank you for trying, though. Please allow me to honor your courage by magically inscribing your name onto an item of your choosing. It's the least I can do.
You're right, it's the least you can do. It's absolutely worthless. It doesn't do anything to the weapon, it just puts your name on it. But, there's another one that's 50 minutes away from me by walk, but its internet's always good. Best internet in the city that I can go and collect, which isn't a library, but the library is like hit or miss. Like, it's got really good Wi-Fi when there isn't 45 people connected to the Wi-Fi. So, dude, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. It all just depends. But, I'm at that one, and that one's on the side of a highway. Like, it's, you go past it if you're just passing through the city. Also, yeah, you can take money out of the chest. It doesn't really do anything. You could try to pull your max out. Yeah, you can only hold a set amount. Like, I believe... Is it 200,000? Yeah, I can barely hold 200. Nope. Yeah, if you try to punch a number higher than you have, it doesn't let you. Nope. Nope. Yeah, 300,000 is the most I guess you can hold. So this one's kind of on like the side of the highway. It's the part. It's the one you go by if you're just passing through the city. So I'm sitting in there and I'm having my coffee and I'm having some food. Who do I talk to know to get the next quest progression? Here it is. Come on.
Every time I hear of you, warrior, your deeds become more legendary. But take heed, you are approaching the very summit of Mount Ariat. I have never dared venture there. It is sacred, our most holy place. The legends say it is guarded by the Ancient Ones, who block the path of all who are unworthy. Your reputation here does not matter. It will be the ancients who determine your worthiness. Good luck.
So yeah, there's a lot of pass-through traffic because it's where it is. So I'm sitting there, I'm connecting to the Wi-Fi, and I'm just sitting there. I'm eating, uh, watching a video while my uh, videos are uploading. Ooh, I forgot enemies respawn. That was terrible. Oy. Also, yeah, it is lagging. Stone skin. So, I'm sitting there, I'm watching a video. Uh, Anything I could do with the video to try to make it slightly better. Just maybe until I can fix the problem. Uh, so I'm sitting there and I'm just eating, and uh, I look up at the entrance, and there's named enemies near here. There's this a big man comes walking in. I say big as in like he's not well, a whole lot of good that changed it, huh? I say he was big. He wasn't like unhealthy big, but he doesn't do sit-ups. You could just tell this man does not do sit-ups. So I'm sitting there eating, and I notice him come in. I'm like, oh, this guy's clearly. I don't want to really say it, but he's stereotypical Texan. Had the 10-gallon hat and the big thick white mustache. He looked like Burt Reynolds. Like stereotypical Texan. This guy was an American. Which we do get a couple. We do get a bunch of them. There's a couple living in the city. So we get Americans come and live here. It's fine. Not the end of the world. War hat. It's just a cap. It's just a cap, but it's scaled for the difficulty. So he comes in and he's over. He orders his food. He orders a black coffee, not important, and he orders chili. The Tim Hortons has like there's sandwiches, there's soups, it's got food. The fact that I said Texan and chili in the same sentence, you can guess where this goes. He orders a chili, and there's two sizes. There's large and regular. So, lady behind the counter, who is a lady of darker skin. I I I don't know what part of the Eastern world she's from, or her nationality comes from, but that, doesn't matter. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter, but to the story, it does. You'll see why in a second. So, he orders his coffee and his food, and she asks him, like she's supposed to, what what size would you like, small or large, or regular or large? Or I think she says small or large. He gets mad at this. I'm not gonna swear, but he goes, "Look at me. Do I look like I eat small?" She looks at him, he looks at her, and he goes, "Large." He says large, and she's like, "Okay." But not gonna pick a fight with the Texan. So she goes and she gets him his food and all that, and hands him his coffee, hands him his food, and then he goes and sits down. Now, chili, like, the chili we have up here, I don't want to say for the rest of the world, but for a good chunk of the world, from what I am aware of, chili is ground beef, tomatoes, beans, that chili. Beans, tomato, ground beef, onions, peppers, mushrooms. That is chili. At least where I live, that's chili. That's what it is where I've always seen it. So, he orders it and he sits down. And a minute later, all you hear is a loud chair squeak and him yell, "What the F is this?" Not gonna actually say it. He goes, "What the F is this?" Stands up. He has everyone's attention now at this point because the loud squeak, and then he just screams that.
Can I help you?
He goes, he then starts, he's yelling that the chili has beans in it. He goes, "What kind of chili has effing beans in it?" He stands up and he starts, he's not at the front counter, but he's close enough that he could yell at them. Frankly, it's a coffee shop. He's close enough to be able to yell at them anywhere. He starts yelling at the clerk, and this is where her ethnicity comes in. He's screaming slurs at her. Not going to repeat any of them. But he's screaming things. He's completely guessing her ethnicity and all. No, he's doing the stereotypical racist, like, oh, all people with brown skin have to be Indian. He's doing that stuff where he's screaming at her, calling her an Indian, and all this nasty, like, outright just disgusting stuff for a human being to say to another human being. What kind of place puts beans in? What kind of chili has beans in it? You Indians are all alike, and like you're all trying to ruin chili and all this nasty stuff. He's just being a complete a-hole. Of course, that's not gonna stand. So he's doing that a little bit, and one of the co-workers comes out. He's a big, tall, large dude. Like, he's large, but this guy is... He's real muscle. where it's not like abs and six packs, it's like actual muscle. Because there is a difference between cartoon muscle, like Arnold Schwartz, and like actual muscle. But he comes out and he talks to the guy. He yells at me. He goes, "Excuse me, sir. What's wrong?" Texan gets mad and he starts yelling, "Well, I'll tell you what's wrong." Well, I say Texan. He's just from the south. I say Texan because that's where I know that they do chili the wrong way. Their chili's basically Swiss steak if you took out anything fun or anything good from the Swiss steak. But he gets mad and he yells at the clerk. He goes, "I'll tell you what's wrong. Yous have dang Indians working for you who don't know how to make an effing bowl of chili to save their damn lives. You call this shit or this crap chili? Damn it, I just swore inadvertently. Glacial Trail, what? Oh, yeah. I guess damage is done. You call this shit chili?" He's sitting there holding the bowl up. The coworker looks at him and goes, "What?" Guy repeats himself. And the Tim Hortons guy goes, "Man, this is lagging quite a bit for me, at least." He goes, he's right next to him at this point. Whoa. Like, he's right next to him at this point. And he goes, "Let me get this straight. You went to another country, ordered food from the other country, and expected it to be the exact same way it's prepared in your area miles away." Texan goes, "Well, yeah, that's the way everywhere in the world should make it. This isn't chili, this is garbage." And you're basically saying, you know, Texas chili is #1. Everywhere else doesn't know how to make chili, and all this garbage. So Clark gets annoyed with him and goes, "Sir, you're gonna have to leave. You can't do this over food you ordered from another country. Of course it's going to be different." Guy goes, I ain't leaving until I get a real bowl of chili." He's clenching his fists at this point. Like, this is going to go violent. So, the Tim Hortons guy does what anyone would have done in the situation. And, like the Texan, you can tell he was clearly winding up, or he was setting up to cold clock the Tim Hortons guy. To quick, like, straight jab him and just hit him, basically just punch him without winding up. So the Tim Hortons guy does what anyone would have in this situation and laid him out. Put his nose back a solid, like, 3 centimeters into the guy's face. Just one straight punch just flattened this Texan. A couple seconds later, the Texan stands up and he's like, "Well, you know, the whole cartoon. Did everyone get the license plate of that Chevy?" Guy stands up. The Tim Hortons guy hands him his coffee. And it's like, "Here, take your coffee. Get the F out of my store." Kicked him out of the store. And fortunately, that was the end of it. Or at least the end of that I witnessed. He could have came back and threw a brick through the window. Like, I don't know the rest of the story, but like for for that to just happen randomly, because yeah, Texas chili is, you know, what is it? It's just steak cooked in like chili paste with absolutely nothing else. It's Swiss steak if you took out the peppers, the onions, the tomato, anything that made it good. And then you called it food. Which is, what the heck is this? But that is, you know, it's not, you know, I don't want to say it's not right, but that is what they eat. That is what they call chili, therefore, you know, they're entitled to their own opinion. You don't go to another country and expect them to make things the same way you do. Like, that's just, like, no. I'm setting a fire, aren't I? So, that's just a, not really an interesting story, but just a story nonetheless. It had all the swings. It had a calm beginning. It had racial insensitivity. It was everything. It was just, like, I'm, I'm Canadian. I don't go to other countries and just assume they know what a poutine is. Like, you know, I don't automatically assume the rest of the world knows what and cooks the food that I eat. Especially, like, Texas is what? Bottom section of of America? Canada is the top of the... He had to drive or fly to the complete opposite end of the continent. So of course things are gonna be different, buddy. Like, what do you think? Of course things are gonna be different. But, you know, I do kind of like, yeah, you have food that are, you have food that's named the same thing in different parts of the world. I get that. You go to, I went into a, uh, uh, like, I don't want to say stereotypically Indian store, but they had, like, uh, that's what it was. I, not that that's a bad thing. I genuinely liked going in there. Like, I felt really good going into that store. But I went into that store and they sell all, you know, Eastern item, like food items, curry powders and chili oils and, you know, stuff that I may or may not be able to readily get here, but with some difficulty. It was an ethnicity store. We have a number of those. We have a Japanese store and, you know, stuff like that. So I go in there and they have... Man, what the world is happening? I go in and they have all sorts of flavorings for curry. I'm like, hey, this all looks pretty interesting. So I'm looking at it. They have, there's vegetable curry, potato curry, mild curry, like all sorts of starters. I say all sorts, like 20. they had a lot. So I get to them, or I'm going through. I'm looking at everything, and they have it was called meat curry starter. In my head, oh, that's hamburger, that's beef, that's steak, that's beef curry. I look at it, and it says curry starter for mutton. So, completely being ignorant. Like, I was in the wrong here. I can openly admit that. I yell to the clerk, or I say to the clerk, I look over and I go, hey, excuse me. Do you have a curry starter for beef? He looks at me and he goes, no, sir. I respond with, oh, you sure you don't have any? He goes, no, sir, we don't carry those. We don't carry beef starters. I look at him and say, me overburdened. I look over at him and I say, oh, how come? Do they not sell well? That was when I got a reminder in cultural differences, and completely apparently forgot previously that people over in no, I won't say I don't want to say people over in that part of the world. People from where he was from, or at least a section from where he was from, or anything like that, don't consume beef. I completely ignorantly forgot that. Nah, man. Do I actually care about any of these things? Yeah. Add every bit of damage I can. So he, where he's from, beef is not consumed. So of course he wouldn't carry it. He wouldn't carry like starter kits for how to cook it. I immediately felt bad. I didn't say it. I wasn't like, oh, I'm sorry. No, it's just I bit my tongue. I was like, ooh, I forgot about that. So I just look at him and go, oh, I'm sorry. Drifter Caves, is that where I gotta go? Or is that the sub-dungeon? That's probably the sub-dungeon. But I was in the wrong there. I was told I was in the wrong, and I left. I bought some stuff. I bought some, they're very odd. They're, what are they called? Currays? They're basically, Cheetos. Cheese Puffs. Cheese, like the little, crunchy cheese sticks. Cheez-Its. But, they were covered in, like, curry spice. Those things were great. Like, those were good. I took one, I ate a couple of them, and my first reaction was, yep, I'm sold. Like, those are genuinely good. You're overburdened. Yeah, here's the main reason why I don't care for carrying a million charms around with you. You just never have any inventory space. Frozen Tundra. Did I get a skull from a frozen barbarian? No, I got a skull from the guy he killed, okay. I was gonna say, that's pretty messed up. Well, I guess if the damage is still gonna be predominant, I may as well make the game look better. yeah, just like, it didn't go anything further than what it did. Guy was an idiot. Guy was a jerk. He got punched in the face for it. And that was everything. He left. Walked away. I genuinely profiled the man and thought he would have kept it going. I thought he would have started throwing things. Not that there was really a ton to throw at Tim Hortons. A lot of the chairs are booths. But still, like... I'd say he was immune to poison. But... Oh well. Man, I genuinely wish I knew what was going on. Steam's apparently eating 20% of my memory. According to, Task Manager. It's not like this is a new development. Steam eats a ton of memory anyways. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to go fix this. Stupidly so, but... This video is probably gonna be an hour. Because if I remember correctly, the waypoint... This is a massive area and the waypoint can be anywhere. But I'll end this as soon as I find the waypoint. I'm at 47 minutes right now, so... I'm sick of hearing you say you're overburdened. I'm sick of hearing you complain, lady. Yeah, this is another... This isn't... It doesn't stretch out that way, it stretches out that way. So this is a massive area, but fortunately, if I remember correctly, this is the last non-dungeon, non-labyrinthian area. So, it has every right to be big. Fine, I'll go to town.
Good afternoon.
No, that was cold damage. That's the one I want to get rid of. Mind you, the end of the game is kind of getting up close. Ooh. Okay, right now I'm at 7883. 7480. Ugh. There's a few points. But the life stolen would be... No, life stolen actually doesn't do much, because it's 4% of my total health. So it wouldn't be a ton. Oh well. Sell that. Go put my new potions in my backpack. Let's see, do I have any other stories I could tell? None that would top that one, but they don't always have to. Ooh, my arm. It's tired. Oh, hey, look. I believe I just got a perfect skull. Because that's flawless. Flawless, flawless. Perfect skull. Man, sad this isn't Diablo Remaster where the chest was actually usable. Or the original Diablo 2, where I think you only got, from this road down, you got, like, half the space. Hmm. Anyway, 10 minutes. Or 50 minutes, time to go. Find a waypoint. Having not played this game in a while, and having beaten Xenoblade 2 between last time playing this and this time, this area just reminds me of the lower part of Genbu in that game, which is nice. I enjoyed that game. I just could have done with a pirate Mithra because I did not care for their story. Their story was just... I'm not ever been a fan of cliches. Oh, is that three-socketed? Ah, can make a ruin word weapon with that. Their story was kind of cliche. It was nice, like it was nicely written and good, but I just don't care for cliches. I don't care for cliches, I don't care for archetypes. Well, sorry. I don't care for archetypes if being an archetype is the sole reason it exists. Like, or like a genre filler. There's a reason I like Overlord, while I don't like Sword Art Online. Because Overlord actually has, it has a world and it does what it can with it, and, it's more than just, oh, hey, look, we're an anime about video games. Gone bad. Ooh, quirky, right? It's like, yeah, you're about as quirky as a 15-year-old white girl in middle school. Like, congrats. Or in high school. Like, ooh, congrats. You're so quirky with your Jonas Brother binder and Justin Bieber music. Like, go away. Maybe a little bit bitter that while I was in middle school or elementary school, Justin Bieber came into the world. He existed. So, of course, my early years were spent with just, oh, it's in a hymn. It was everywhere. Ancient's Way. Was I mistaken? Was it not? Is this not like a big, long, massive, you have to fight your way upwards? They read. Is it one of the layouts then? It might be one of the layouts. Because I remember the remaster. This area being massive. No? I guess I was mistaken. So that means the waypoint can be closer than I thought. But yeah, like, Overlord, like, it has many problems. It's not the greatest. But, you know, it does more with its world than just, look, it's a video game gone wrong. Oh, look. Well, Sword Art Online that's all it is. It's constantly, you know, there, there's a thing called shotgun-based humor. Yeah, that show is shotgun-based reminders. I did not care for it in the slightest. I dropped it after, like, part 6 and never went back. Never, well, I say never really looked at it. Never bothered to care for it. And then Overlord, I dropped it season 3. Or at the end of season 3. That show, all in one season, just irked me.
I can't carry anymore.
Whole show, the entire time throughout the show. Oh, and one of these days we're gonna go against each other, and I'm gonna have to fight him, and it's gonna be a legendary fight. The fight happens, and Ainz just freezes time and kills him. No fight, no nothing. You have characters that are overpowered, like Saitama, where it's actually done interestingly. And then you have characters like Ainz, where he's not. But I liked the other characters in Overlord until they just became terrible. But not wanting to incite criticisms. You can like whatever you like. I don't care. As long as it doesn't come at the cost of someone else's enjoyment. As long as your liking something doesn't come as a detriment to somebody else, I don't care what you like. What the heck is that thing? That's a little cannon. That's cute. I wasn't aware that the traps had a cannon icon. This part's about to be an hour. I know why my PC's going slow. My PC's going slow because it wants to get in the mood. We're in a nice area, so it wants to be cold and slow too. That's exactly what's going on. Little... Oh, here we go. Yeah, right before an hour too. Anyway. Probably not going to finish the game in the next part, or I might. I don't know. Who knows? Certainly not me.
Salutations.
Sell this stuff. Oh. No. Keeping all the potions as extra just in case I need them. Definitely gonna try to fix this problem with the lag. I don't know what's causing it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.